All right, let's talk about this ecology poster we've got here going. This is not going to be in your comp book. It'll be on a separate poster paper. Let's look at the directions. Define each of these vocabulary terms in your own words. We've probably already done that, so let's move along. We're going to create a poster. It's sort of really a concept map, but anything that didn't fit in there you can put however you choose. But just think you're making a poster. You all have made posters in every classes before. And you're really just connecting all the words together in some way. Now there's no real right or wrong way to connect these together. You just need to find how they connect together, and so you don't have to put a particular thing in the middle or on the top or on the sides. You get to choose that, which is a good thing to be able to do. This is not a cookbook activity where I tell you I want this to go there, or that, it's really up to you how things connect together, and that's what makes this can be a little frustrating. There's several examples of concept maps online. I'm going to do one with you now. Here's some reminders of things that good posters have, and I'll come back to these in a minute. But good posters have a border, some sort of color. They're clear and have complete content where things are very well explained, and then they have a distinct organization to them that makes sense. And they're neat and easy to read. Let's do an example of a concept map here. Let's take me, perhaps. I'm Mr. Adkins, so I could put myself at the top. I could put it on the side. I'm just going to put it right here, kind of in the middle. So I'll just call this Mr. Adkins. One of the things I do, so I'm going to put a little circle around that. Now, it could be on the top. It could be anywhere I want it to be. And what I do is one of the things I do is I teach or teaches biology. That's one of the classes that I teach, so I could write that down as biology. And then I teach that to sophomores primarily. Sophomores. Okay, well, there's some stuff for sophomores. It says sophomores. Just going to pull that up so we can see it a little bit better. All right, and then if we come over here, I'm meeting the requirements for 3 years of science. 3 years of science. Okay, and I'm helping meet those requirements. Help meet those requirements of 3 years of science. Okay, and then these sophomore people need that to graduate. So I'm going to write that in there. I can't quite see it. Need to graduate. Oh, awesome. Okay, well, let's see, what else could I add to this? I could also add in here that Mr. Adkins is in room 14. Okay, well, does it have to go there? It could go anywhere I want it to. And then some people call this the pit because it's and I could connect that together somehow if I wanted to. I'm just going to give you the idea that in here the pit is part of Sprague High School. So I could put Sprague High School up here. I'm just going to write Sprague because that's easier. Put a little thing around it. And part of Sprague High School, this would be, you could call it the basement if you wanted to. The basement is also known as the pit. Oops, can't quite see that. How's that? Sprague High School. All right, and anyway, I could connect this along. I could talk about other spots in Sprague High School and come off of here. But you get the idea that I'm just trying to connect some things together. And so there you go. Let's come back to the assignment now. So what you might do is you might consider having part of your assignment be the food web that's in the textbook, and using some of the examples from the movie that we watched last class, and having those examples be a food web that you could put in there, and then use the terms that we have to further describe the food web that you're using. I'll have poster paper for you, and here's the words that you're going to be using, and please enjoy. And what you need to think about is how are you going to connect these words together, and just sort of start doing it, maybe on a piece of scratch paper. Just start listing the words out, trying to brainstorm how they connect together. So you just have to start somewhere. So maybe start with a food web and go from there. All right, please enjoy.